Hey guys, it's NHL 17. We're just in a little online versus game. And today, we're not doing predictions for players. And now I need to get all those out, like left wingers, right wingers, D-men, and goalies. Obviously, before the beta. Because that's what we're going to find out. So today, we're just going to do the top 30 teams in my prediction. And I will get some numbers going for that. So, let's just get this started in a second here. I just want to score. Damn it. Alright, so, number 30, the Arizona Coyotes, 84. Now, do I think they're the worst team? No, but they don't have any highly rated players. I mean, Duclair and Doan maybe, but they're not gonna get a team far. Don't have much in net. Their defense is very shaky. So I don't know. They just seem to be one of the worst teams, if you ask me, going into this year. I think they were a better team last year. So they're at the bottom of the pit, an 84 overall team at number 30. Number 29, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Even though with the addition of Auston Matthews, he still hasn't proved himself yet. So before this game, maybe they'll be rated higher. Maple Leafs will be rated higher for NHL 18, but since Auston Matthews hasn't proved himself yet, and the Maple Leafs don't have any other players that would give them the boost dramatically, especially since they lost Phil Kessel, they'll stay at number 29 at an 85 overall. Oh, that's a nasty trip. Number 28, Vancouver Canucks at 85. Another team where they just don't have anyone that could bring them up. Verbata's a good player. Yes, he is. He's their best player, but you look at the Sedins, they're getting older. They're really another team that's going down in the tubes. That is not good. Hold on, I gotta pause this. Canucks are gonna have a rough year, and they're gonna have a rough year for ratings too. I mean, because Ryan Miller's below adequate goalie. Their defense could be the worst in the NHL. And it's just a disaster all around. Alright. Number 26, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, unlike teams like Vancouver and Arizona, this team has a little bit more potential. After the way they played last year as a team, that's not going to get it done for them. But, why is this kid playing goalie? So anyway, it's not going to get it done for him. But Columbus does have enough young talent, and the young talent could bring up ratings just a little bit. And that young talent can do that. And then the Winnipeg Jets coming in at number 25. You have good players. You have Dustin Byfuglien. You have Blake Wheeler. You have, unlike these other teams, you have a couple players that could bring this team up. But yet again, no defense or no depth. And no goalie. Making them an 86 overall in the number 25 spot. Number 24, the Ottawa Senators with 86. Another team with potential. They have teams like Carlson. They have players like Carlson. Their goaltender's all right. They have Mark Stone, Bobby Ryan. They have lots of good young potential. But their bottom six forwards could be the worst in the league. The Ottawa has no depth whatsoever, making them number 24. Number 23, the Edmonton Oilers, coming off their 18th rough year in a row, probably. They still do have potential. McDavid is going to be the new face of the league. I'm not sure if he's going to get a high rating yet. But you have other players like Nugent Hopkins. Sucks for them to see Hall go, but they still are a young team with good potential that could be dangerous in the future. And this team has more potential than other teams like Columbus or Winnipeg, giving them a little bit of a higher spot, if you ask me, an 87 for them. Coming in at number 22, the Carolina Hurricanes at 87 overall. another team in the Metropolitan Division that's going on their way up, which is plenty of teams. So they're a team that can have some potential. They still have players like Jeff Skinner, and this kid's playing goalie a lot. But they, like Edmonton, they have some potential, giving them a little bit higher of an overall than other teams like Columbus. And also, part of Columbus's reason why they were higher, or why they weren't in the bottom two, is because of their goalie. Bobrovsky is very good. In Carolina, they have average. Their goaltending is old, to say the least. Number 21, New Jersey Devils. Getting Taylor Hall was obviously a huge addition for them. Now, I think they're way better than the 21st best team in the league. It's just where EA Sports is going to put them. They're not going to be behind teams like the Flyers, knowing them. This is a prediction where the teams will be put. Number 20 is the Boston Bruins, a team that, if you ask me, they're not in... they are a playoff contender, but there are just too many teams in the way for them to be a legit playoff contender. Like, in their division, Buffalo could even be better than Boston next year. So, they're going down the tube. So is their ratings. Number 19. Like we just said, a team that I think could be better, the Buffalo Sabres, an 88 overall. Getting Kyle Okposo was huge for them. Robin Lehner's good between the pipes. And Tyler Myers and Ristolainen, two solid defensemen, two heavy defensemen. This is another team that's on their way up. They're a team that's like higher in the rebuild phase than Toronto is. So they're a little bit farther up on the list. Number 18, the Calgary Flames, with an 88 overall. They got a good goaltender for themselves, Ryan Elliott, but he only had a good year for 1 year. I think he has proved himself, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then also the addition of Troy Brouwer, which brings us to number 17, the Detroit Red Wings, who are always kicking around. They've made the playoffs, I think it was 25 straight years at this point. Yes, longest streak in active history, and they're a good team. They have some potential. Obviously, tough to see Datsuk retire. Still not as good as the top teams, but they're an average team, a playoff contender, a team that I think can go in. At number 16, the Minnesota Wild, an 88. This is the team in the Central Division. You have Nashville, you have Dallas, you have Chicago. It's just too many teams to this point where you just can't... Is this guy trying skill zone and trap? Boom! This guy's nowhere to be seen. Wait, how'd I lose a face-off if he's nowhere to be seen? Alright. This is how it's gonna be. Board pin. Get the puck. Alright, so as soon as I get the puck, we'll resume the video. Boom. It looks like he's gonna move, but then he doesn't. I'm just like pushing him along here. Come on. Get it, Keith. You almost got it. Yeah. There we go. We got. Oh, good. We had it for a total of like, okay, there we go. At least he's moving. I'll take that. Boom. Alright, so anyway, they're the Met team in the division. Oh, alright. That was an interesting maneuver. So 16 for the Wild. Number 15, the Colorado Avalanche, a team that I think could be better than Minnesota, with an 89 overall. Hold on, we got this. Gotta win the draw. Boom. Aggressive defense. That's sad. Yeah. Oh, we got Kane. Alright, we're in the clear. Oh, Louis Eriksson. Remember the days when he was on the Bruins? Yeah. Poke check. Save. Rebound. Oh, Rask, you are killing me. You can't score on this kid. Can't score. The ice tilt is real. Better not lose this game 1-0. This ice tilt is insane. Number 14, the Montreal Canadiens, still with the best goaltender in the league and a good couple of forwards, but a team, they would be much higher if they had any more depth. They do not have any depth on forward, and their defense is good, but just like with Ottawa, their bottom six is just as bad. And their defense is pretty solid. They have the best goaltender, but their offensive consistency and their offensive depth is something that could be improved upon. And I have to sneeze. Jeez. Alright. Yep. Coming in at number 13 is the New York Rangers, a team that I think went down in the offseason, but of course EA Sports loves them. But think of it, Lundqvist may have had a rough year. He's still in between the pipes doing his job. Rick Nash may have had a rough year. A lot of players had rough years. I mean, Zibanejad, they got good young talent in there, but it hurts to lose your leading goal scorer. Told you this ice tilt would happen. Ferrara. Ray. Alright. So, coming in at number 12 is the New York Islanders. Their problem is in net. Other than that, they have a solid defense. Their offense is pretty good. They have a lot of young talent coming up with Barzal, Bouvellier, Del Cole, and Ho-Sang is I'm not the biggest fan of him. They're a good team. Number 11, the Philadelphia Flyers. Shane Gothisbehere could turn out to be a stud on defense. A big question mark is in net. I mean, the question is, do you start Neuvirth or do you start Mason? It's a tough question. We all remember that goal that he gave up on Chimera in the playoffs last year. So it's going to be very interesting. But the Flyers' offense is still one of the best in the league, giving them a higher spot on the list. Come on. Come on. All right. Must score. Coming in at number 10 is the Anaheim Ducks. Still an excellent team, although they went down. Probably another team that'll lose in the first round, but as for talent-wise, they're good. They good, solid 89 overall team. What we like about this team is they still have good forwards. They have Corey Perry, Getzlaf, Kessler, Silverberg, Fowler. Their defense is alright. But the question is, can Gibson be a reliable starting goaltender? And if the answer is yes, they're in shape. But if not, then they're screwed by trading Anderson over there. We gotta score a goal on this power play. Let me focus on scoring a goal. What is this kid doing in the net? We will not allow this. Ice tilt. Hashtag ice tilt. Chiara. Still hits well if he does anything. Oh. Now shut him down. Oh, oh, get robbed, kid. You know what? I'm gonna tell this kid to get robbed. Nah, I know this kid. He's one of my best friends. He's my best friend. I know this kid. And we are probably, for our ESHL series, it's probably gonna be me and him. Nice period. Yeah, you too, bud. You too. Alright, coming in at number 9 is the Florida Panthers after going first in the Atlantic Division. Even though that's not much of an accomplishment. No, I'm kidding. That's a huge accomplishment. young talent, and he still got Jaromir Jagr, who at 89 years old, I've lost track, still doing that magic. He had almost 70 points last year, and Roberto Luongo is playing as good as he ever did in his career. And they're a good, strong, young team that they're looking like they're trying to take over Florida. And I'm telling you, it wouldn't be impossible. Number 8, the Los Angeles Kings, 99. Do I really think they're the 8th best team in the league? No, but EA loves the Kings. But they still have one of the best goaltenders, Jonathan Quick. They have Kopitar. They have Carter. They have Toffoli. They have a lot up front. They do, and they have Drew Doughty, obviously, with Muzzin. So that you always have to rate the Kings a high team, no matter, because of the talent they have. I mean, I know what happened last year, but the Kings should always highly be rated, which is why they get the number 8 spot on the list. He's still again. Boom. Oh, it's too freaking hard to take Char off the puck. And Seidenberg, who's like 89 years old, too. Taze. Whew. You know, it's much easier to score goals when you don't have an opponent. What, these AI think they're going to get me? Well, I'm fighting him and he's motionless. And I'm losing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh no, he's back. 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 Kneel before the general. Alright, don't sue me. Alright, let's see. Number 7. The Western Conference champion San Jose Sharks. On center, boy, are they set up for life. Pavelski, Thornton, and Couture. Some of the best 3 setters in the league all in one pack. Martin Jones, solid in the cage, and an excellent, solid defense. They're a good team, good shape, if you ask me. Alright. Nashville Predators at number 7. Solid team. They get PK Subban, which is an interesting trade. Yeah, power play goal. Power play goal. Alright, which is an interesting trade. Which would be good for them in the future, but not for the current moment. But they're still an excellent team. I might have been one off with the numbers. I apologize if I am. Number 6 to the St. Louis Blues. Nice 90 overall team. Now, I understand they've lost some key players, but they still have such, including their goaltender, but Allen could be reliable, and they have such good talent up front, like Tarasenko, like Steen, etc. You know what, we're going to pause and give him a minute. Number 5, Dallas Stars. First place in the Western Conference. First team on this list to get a 91 overall. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, they're both unbelievable players to start things off. Then you have players like Sharp, Nichushkin, solid defenseman, Klingberg. They're a good team all around, except for one problem is their goalie. They're not ever going to win a cup until they get a goalie. But they're an excellent team for now. Good 91 overall, I'd say. Number 4. Of course, the team I am now, the Chicago Blackhawks at 91 overall. They still have all those stars. Lag. They still have all those stars. Like Taze, Kane, Hossa, Brent, Seabrook, Duncan Keith. And they got Panarin now, too. Look at some young talent. Talk about young talent. Rookie of the year when Connor McDavid was in the same class. But Panarin is an unbelievable player. So, they're going to be good. Corey Crawford, he's always solid. Now, sometimes he's a little bit shaky, but he's also won a couple cups. He knows what he's doing. He's a clutch goaltender, so you can't really diss him down. Number 3, the Tampa Bay Lightning at number 92, one of the most underrated and best defensemen in the league, Victor Hedman. And then on offense, they're just stopped. You got the triplets, you got Zach Stamkos. Now Jonathan Drouin's doing his part. Solid player for them. Now you have Anton Stralman on defense. They're really a stacked team up and down. And I missed players like Ryan Callahan, Filppula, Killorn, who they just signed. If you ask me, they could possibly be the contenders of the Eastern Conference. They get a 92 overall. Number 2 goes to the Stanley Cup winners, Pittsburgh Penguins. They have Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel. That enough right there is to get you a high rating. Then you have players like young talent coming in, like Rust, Kudakel, and also very solid defense, obviously. You got Chris Letang, who's going to be rated very high, and Olivada, and Trevor Daley, who had a bounce back year. Lots of players that you can look at here. And number 1, the President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals. Now, I know they never have success in the playoffs, but in the regular season, that's what EA Sports usually looks at. And did the Capitals have the regular season of a lifetime? I think it was 120 points. Oh, it's okay. We got to score. It's Panarin. Alright, another power play. He's not taking enough penalties or anything. Obviously, you have the best sniper in the league, Alex Ovechkin, with Backstrom probably, or one of the best playmakers in the league. Defense is solid, and boy, oh boy, Braden Holtby, has he stepped up to the plate big time for this team. Shaw, back. No, I'm keeping that in. Keeping that in. Boom! Snipe. 2-1 Chicago. That's how it's done. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the list. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.